Hey, welcome to the Wedding Planner Spreadsheet. This is Sarvam Rai from Designy, uh, and you are watching the Wedding Planner template by Designy. Right now, we are in the dashboard sheet. Sorry, right now we are in the setup sheet where you can see this is the first initial for any beginners, and this is the first initial placeholders where your wedding planner set starts. Okay, so over here you can see is wherever you can specifically see the hand icon, like here, like this one, where you specifically see this hand icon. The color might be different, but this specifically hand icon, wherever it's pointing, you only need to edit over the particular cells. Okay, wherever the hand icon is missing, like in the cells, you should not enter this cell. Okay, so information over this cell, this will be autofilled automatically, and we'll see it afterwards. Okay. So here you can enter is the groom name, bride name, engagement date, and a wedding date, and a location as well. So if we move a little bit down, you can see is estimated. You can also enter is estimated guest count, maximum guest, and click allowed. You can toggle on and off from here. Paid allowed. You can also do toggle on and off from like you have this particular drop down box for it. Okay, so you can select any one of it. And we have also is the preferred currency, so you can select if you have any preferred currency, so you can just select it from here. Okay, you can just enter preferred currency from here. Okay, icon from here. So and if you move a little bit down, you can see it's role and person responsible. Okay, so you can add any as much as roles you want till here, and you can edit the existing ones too, as here is hand icon. So this role will be available in we'll see this roles further as well. Okay, so here is the roles, and here you can see is the person responsible. So this will be autofilled from the wedding party sheet. Okay, so please do not edit this sheet, particular sheet, sorry, this side of the sales. Okay, please do not edit it, so as this will be autofilled. And if we move a little bit down, you can see is additional list for person responsible tasks. Okay, so if the name, like if person's name is missing over here, you can just add it over here. Okay, so you can add it over here, or if the person names, like if I want to be more precise, if the person name is missing on the wedding sheet and you want to add it on the task sheet, so you need to add the person names over here. Okay, so that will be available. And if we move a little bit down, you can see is the guest tags. You can edit as much as guest tag, or you can add as much as guest tag that you want. You can see over here is the accommodations. You can also edit or add accommodations based on your needs. Okay, and if you move a little bit down, you can see it's other events. So here you can edit any, like add any events like you want, and you can even add the dates. Okay, so you can toggle it on and off as you want. Okay, so you can toggle it on and off. So if you toggle it on, that means that event is that a particular event is decided, and if you toggle it off, that particular event will be not held. Okay, so or it's not decided. And if you move to the top, you can see is add image card over here. You can see the button over here. So what you can do is over here, if you want to change this card, you can just click on add. Please wait for a moment, and this pop-up will appear. Now choose the card. Okay, now select any card you want. So let's say we select this. Let's click on open and click on insert image. So it may take takes few minutes, so please wait patiently. So please wait for a few moments. Okay, so yeah, you can see the card has been updated successfully, and you can even see in the dashboard side as well, the card will be updated over here too. Okay, so as we have discussed about the setup sheet, now nextly, for any beginners, I would like to prefer you to go to the vendor management sheet firstly. Okay, in the vendor management sheet, you can see on the left side, you can see is the summary. You can see firstly see is the summary, that is where you can see is the vendor category, contract amount, and paid amount respectively. And if we move a little bit down, you can see the total contract amount and the total paid amount as well. On the right hand side, you can see is the contract amount distribution as well based on vendor. Just click once and you can see the based on vendor contract amount as well in the uh, in the graph as well. And you can also see the paid amount distribution as well. So, and after that, if we move a little bit down, we have like for clear and easy professional workflow, we have created the vendor based on category. So you can see is firstly we have the core wedding vendors, where you can see is the venue, wedding planner, day of coordinator, officiant. For food and beverage, we have catering, bartenders, cake and desserts, beverage and mocktails. For DJ and entertainment, we have entertainment, we have DJs, we have live performance or anchors. For media and documentation, we have photographer, videographer, photo and video combined. For decor and styles, we have florist and decor, lighting, furniture and rental. For beauty and grooming, we have hair specialist, makeup artist, spa and pre-wedding care. For attire, we have wedding attire, jewelries, wedding rings. Okay. For travel and logistic, we have transportation, guest pickup and drop, valet parking. For guest service, we have accommodations. Okay, so we have the list of vendors. You can enter the list of vendors, whichever vendors you have selected over here. And if you don't have any specific vendors, then you can leave the space blank. Okay. So now let's come to the venue again, vendor venue again. Over here you can see is the vendor name, phone number, email, package name, amount, final choice, priority, event coverage and notes. Okay, so here in the vendor name you can add the vendor name. Okay, so like you can do any vendor name over here. So let's say we have is, so you can add any like vendor name over here. So in this way you can add phone number, email address, package name. You can also, like if the vendor has specific package name, you can add it over here too, and you can add the amount. And in the final says you can toggle it on and off. Okay, so you can select as many as vendor you want. Okay, and here in the priorities as well, you can see we have is the priority. Okay, you can select low, you can select moderate, you can select high. Okay, any one of it. And the event coverage as well. So in the event coverage as well, you can see we have the list of events that's available. So where this top drop box came from is from the setup sheet. And in the setup sheet you can see we have, here is the list of events that's toggled on. Okay, so you can just toggle it off if you want. Let's keep only engagement. Okay, and see what will be available in the vendor management once again. So let's go on event and click on event coverage. You can see only engagement is available now. Okay, general and weddings are the additional ones, so they will always be available. So let's say we want it like vendor covers, this specific vendor covers the wedding and engagement in the same package. Okay, so like that, click over there, and like if you want to deselect it, you can just click once and this will be deselected. Okay, so let's click that, and you can see in notes you can add any notes, specific notes if you have. Okay, so after you create is the vendor like vendor management sheet, the next you need to go to the venue choice. Okay, over in the venue choice you can see is the venue options in the top, where you can see is the venue chosen. So since we have recently selected 3 venues, right, so you can see 3 venues. Similarly you can select is the 6 venues over here. Okay, and you can see over here, okay, like a venue chosen's name. So if you move a little bit down, you can see is the venue informations. So what you can do over this page is, or sheet is this, you can compare the venues in the batch of 3. Okay, so here you can select here you can see is the venue name choice. So here you can just select the venue name that you want. Okay, so select any venue name that you want. So let's say we select Empire Royal Hotel. Okay, so you can see when we select it, the informations like contact and email will be auto updated. And website and locations, like here you can see website and locations is empty, so you need to fill it up. Okay, you can see the hand icon as well, so you need to fill it up. So where this other information came from is from the vendor management. You can see over here we have phone number, email address, so this information came from over here. Okay, so in the website and locations you can just write any, like if your vendor has any website you can add that. Okay, and locations as well, you can add that. And in over here you can see is the guest capacity as well, you can add it. Right just to the left of guest, you need to add the guest capacity. Okay, so let's say you can add in this manner. Okay, you can see in this manner the guest has also been updated. Okay, if over here, come over here, if we move little bit down, you can see is the choice or choose button. So you can just select it on and off. Okay, what will it do is it will update this above button as over here as well, the list as well, above list as well. And you can also see in the vendors management sheet, and this will be this selected automatically. Okay, if we select over here and again go to the vendor choice, you can see here to wait for a moment, it will be updated, and you can also see it will be selected automatically. Okay, so you can also see here too the name will appear. Okay, so you can toggle it on and off anytime you want. And if you scroll down, you can see over here is the link where you can add like image link of the venue. Like if the vendor has any venue image, you can just like online, you can just get the image link and you can put it over here and just hit enter. It will take some times and the image will be loaded in this manner. And if we move down, you can see we have is the venue cost, we have the total amount, that is this all datas. Okay, so we have the total amount, that is the package amount that's highlighted, and you can see all the details of the package. Okay, so you can add any one, like any additional one. Let's say you can add any additional one till here. Okay, like what the package includes. So also, like if you discussed with the vendors some specific additional things over there, and you can also like enter that additional things over here too. And after that, you can do is you can add the specific amounts for each type. Okay, and when like you cross the package amount, like you can see this amount will be automatically updated to particularly new amount that has been decided. Okay, so you can also see in the vendor management as well, that amount will be updated. So let's add some new one. Okay, and see what will it happen. Okay, over here you can see now it may take some moments. Okay, this amount is updated. So in the vendor management as well, you can see the amount is updated. Okay, so if we move a little bit down, we have is the availability and no restrictions. So you can add anything over here. Like if you like want to keep any notes and pros, you can add over here. Okay, so like in this way you can keep any notes that you want over here. And let's go to the top, and now you can after you have seen the three, you can just select to some new ones. Okay, some new ones, select just some new ones, and you can look over there to informations too and decide which one to choose. Okay, so now if we want, like if you are thinking to once again look the previous ones, so do not get worried that you lost informations. So what you need to do is simply just select that one once again, that specific venue once again, that let's say this was the one. So what it will be is information like wedding and location. You can see it will be auto saved. Okay, like information wedding locations, like guest capacity that we previously entered is auto saved. Even the choose button is auto saved. Okay, even the link, image link is also auto saved. Here you can see the amount as well, it's auto saved. Okay, and kids and restriction is also auto saved. Okay, so like when we will just do this and clear this, you can see everything will be removed. So yeah, okay, you can see everything is removed, and now again we select it, so everything will become everything will be back right once again. So you can see everything will be back. Okay, so it may take some time, but it will be back. Now next layer we have is food and drinks, and this is the most sweet part. Okay, you can see the color contrast is very beautiful. Okay, over here, and we have created the 4 different vendor types or category types. You can see catering, bartenders, cake and dessert, and beverage and mocktails. So over here you can see in the name we have the hand icon pointing over to the right. So from here you can select from the drop down box, you can select the list of vendors that's available from the vendor management sheet. Okay, so you can select the specific vendors for a specific type. Okay, so you can select them and you can see data informations like phone numbers, email address, package name will be auto updated automatically. As you can see, they'll be updated automatically. And if you move a little bit down, you can see is the overall cost, and this came from the below informations and total as well. You can see from this also came from the below information. Let's first discuss the below informations. Okay, so firstly we have is the welcome and arrival options. So what happens is like most likely your vendor might provide 2 or 3 options for specific timing. Let's say for the starter options, for the main meal options, for the arrival options, they might offer you 2 or 3 options and you need to choose one. So how will you decide? Okay, so what you can do is you can bring up the both options, or let's say you can for like specifically you can bring 2 options over here. So you can just bring up the 2 options, write the item names that they will provide for it, write the amount, write the quantity, and the amount will be, and the total will be automatically calculated, and the total amount will for the particular options will also be automatically updated. Okay, and in the similar way write for the second options as well, and you can, in the similar fashions everything will be updated automatically. And if you move a little bit down, you can see here in the blue icon we have is the toggle on and off. So you can select any one of it, and when you will select any one, let's say you have selected none of it, so you can see the total amount is 15. So now just select one and you can see the total will be updated automatically, so it's 19, right? So in this manner this total amount will be affected or updated. Okay, and overall cost will also work in the same fashion. So based on your choice of options and the total amount, this will also be updated. Okay, and if you move a little bit down, you can also see for starters we have the same thing, that is option 1 and option 2. We have for the main meal options as well, we have the 2 options provided where you can select. If your vendor provides options, then you can bring it over here and select it. Okay, for beverage as well we have that. And based on your choice, this graph will also be updated. Okay, and over here you can see the welcome arrival is 44. Now let's select this, select this, and you can see now the welcome arrival became 84, right? And the total has also been updated. So in this way this will work. Now nextly we have is the card gallery. So here in the top you can see for easy access we have created the seats. So a button for seats, you can just click from here too. Okay, so presently we are in the card gallery only, so let's not click it. So in the card gallery we have created for you is the 8 different designs. So it's the Canva designs. So like I have not say we have created, so we have selected the 8 different Canva designs for the wedding set. Okay, so it's more likely that you would like to see firstly by creating the designs by yourself. Okay, so let's try ourselves as well how we can design. So what you need to do is just click on click me, and that will show you a link. So click on the link, wait for a while. So here you can see you'll be taken to the Canva. Okay, and click on customize this template. You need to be login, and after you click on customize this template, and the template will be loaded. Okay, and now just it's very simple. Okay, it will just take few, like let's say minutes only. So you need to just do is this way, add the name of the bride, add the name of the groom, add the date, that is month, add the specific date, add the year, add the day, and add the address, add the address, and you can also change the image from over here. Okay, so specifically just go to the uploads and add the image from here. Okay, just bring it and put it over here. That will update the image as well. So you can do that and click on this top right side, share, click on downloads, select the PNG or JPG or any one of it as per your need. You just need to click on download, and that will download your card, and you can share it with any one of your friends. Okay, so or families group. And after that, what you can do, as we have discussed about the card as well, now nextly what we can do is we can go to the guest list. Okay, so here we are in the guest list management system or the guest list sheet. Over here you can see is the total guest, which is 22, and which is from here. Okay, from the guest name, they have come above. So this, since this has no hand icon, so this will be auto filled. And here too you can see is by RSVP response. So here you can see is attending presently and no response. You can select it from in this manner. Okay, so you can select it any one of it and see what's the total number. Okay, and by invitation sent, or that is, did you send the invitations or not, you can directly see from here too. So just select it and see did you send the invitations or not. Okay, so presently I think the invitation sent, this is equal, so let's check it. Okay, so you can see sent is 12 and not sent is 10. So did they send a gift as well? You can just select yes. Okay, you can see 13 has sent a gift, no, 19 send a gift. So like this gift is more likely is the pre-wedding gift. Okay, so we have the different sheet for the gift and thank you one, so you will see it later on. And a little bit down you can see is search by name. Okay, and this is a beautiful filter that we have created. So you can, if you have any mind, like anyone in your mind, you can just do the search and see the positions is available or not. Okay, so you can do the search and see, like you can bring it on the top of this table. Okay, over here let's do a name that is Priya. Okay, let's bring Priya on the top. So let's do this, Priya, hit enter, hit search. Okay, wait for a moment and you can see yes, Priya has been brought to the top over here. So you can also do is by tags as well. So let's select the VIP and let's delete this all firstly and click on sort. Okay, and this will bring the all tags that belongs to the VIP guest on the top. Okay, and you can also do by invitations, by and did they send a gift. Okay, no response. Okay, you can do anything of this and hit search. Okay, and whichever matches the more will be brought to the top. Okay, so you can see here is the 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, so that one will be brought to the top. And how will you will add the guest name is you'll just go over here in the table. You can see is the guest name, tag, invitations, RSVP response, accommodations, did they send a gift, address, phone number, and email address. Just go over here, add any name you want, guest name, any name you want. Okay, and enter the guest tag. Okay, you can enter the guest tag and was invitation sent or not. Let's say you can select it. Okay, let's say not sent. Okay, are they attending or not? So presently we have not sent the invitation, so no response. Okay, where will be they staying? So let's for now, since we have not we have no response from the guest, so let's not create it. Did they send a gift? So here too it's let's say since they had not got any response, let's say no. And you can enter the location of the guest, where do they live, phone number as well of the guest. Okay, and email address of the guest you can edit over here. After that, what we'll do is what we'll be doing is we'll be going to the sitting chart. Okay, so here we are in the sitting chart planner. And over here you can see is the total confirmed guest, total occupied seat, waiting to be seated. Over here in the right side you can see guest on queue, so the names of guest in queues. And here is the total confirmed guest. So presently we have total confirmed guest is 22, and the guest in the guest list we have is 23. Okay, so what this happened is, so since like few guests over here you can see will is unable to attend, so what will we do? What is this doing is it's removing the one that are unable to attend. Okay, so here you can see 3 of them are unable to attend, so let's minus 3, it's 20. Okay, it's 20. So in the sitting seat you can see it's 22, so 2 is added as the bride and grooms will also be sitting, so 2 is added, so 20 plus 2 is 22. Okay, and here we have provided is around 15 tables and a special table for the newly wedded tables. So you can add, here we have kept a few space where you can add additional names to for who will be sitting with the bride and groom. And on the rest of the tables you can see and here too you can just click on the drop down box and select any names that you want to enter over there. Okay, here, and once you select it, and once you select that name, the drop down box will get shorter and also the names will disappear from you over there. Like, and if you want to change the positions or the table of that specific person, then just select it, click on delete. Okay, and select the table that you want to move them into, and click the same person's name once again. Okay, then the persons will be updated to the new table. Now let's go now after that let's go to the budget tracker sheet, and this is the wedding budget planner sheet, where you can see in the top left side you can see is the total budget amount, and how this will be updated is from the budget contributions. Okay, let's see, you enter over here is the name for the budget contributor, and let's say you can, like, you want specifically that like specific things that you want to enter over here. So add it in this way, you can see total budget it updated successfully. Okay, so over here, and on the middle we have is the vendor chart tab. So what this does is it controls this specific chart on the right side. Okay, so let's first deselect it, so you can go back and remove that all and hit enter. Okay, hit once again enter, sorry, like hit delete as well, so do that, select that and hit delete. So you can see is now this chart has been updated to the new one. Okay, where you can see is the specific vendors. Okay, so budget vendors chart. Okay, since this is a budget vendor chart, so you can see based on vendor type this chart has been updated. And now you can select is the particularly vendor type. Let's say we select is cake and desserts. Okay, now you can see the amount, sorry, you can see the chart has been updated, and this specific color signifies for the contract amount. Okay, so you can also select is the amount paid. Okay, it's blank, so let's select some other one. So here you can see in the amount paid we have is only one specific venue, so let's select is contract amount. Okay, so you can see over here and the chart has been updated. Okay, in this way the chart gets updated. And if we move a little bit down, you can see is the budget remaining, budget used, expensed amount, and specific to vendor as well. You can see is vendor paid, left to be paid. Okay, on the right you can see is vendor bills. So here you can see is the vendor type, vendor name, contract amount, amount paid, difference. Okay, like for a venue you can see is the contract amount is this, amount paid was this, and difference is this. Okay, you can see in the specific in this manner. So okay, and this is auto filled. Okay, so please do not enter any information over here too. And by mistake, if you did any mistake, just undo it by clicking ctrl plus z. Okay, once again ctrl plus z, just do that and undo that. Okay, if you made a mistake, and over here in the left side, you can see is we have a chart for budget used and budget remaining. If you move a little bit down, we have the budget remaining chart once again, where you can see the number as well, a meter as well. And if you move a little bit down, you can also see what was budget used in, that is vendor, and with the specific vendors and amount. Okay, how much budget was used on vendor, how much budget was used on expense, you can see over here. And in the, now if you move a little bit down, you can see is the two tables. Firstly is the expense transaction and the vendor transaction. Firstly is the expense transaction, and secondly is the vendor transactions, and you can see the total amount for them specifically. And if you come to the expense transaction, you can see is the detail, amount, and date. Okay, so you can edit any detail, add any details, you can add any details, add the amount, add the date, and you can see expense transaction will be automatically updated. And over here in the vendors as well, a vendor has a specific additional features, that is you can toggle on paid and off. Okay, so you can add the like transactions on the due date as well. Like you can say this was your due date and you need to add like specific payments. Okay, so you can create the in the pre manners. Okay, so here too, like you can see over here, we have bartenders due date. So let's say that due date has arrived. Let's say we have paid date. You can just select this, paid by, you can enter any name, like specific name who has paid it. Okay, in this way you can say what you did is you paid the amount. Over here too, you can see the bartender has been updated with the specific amount. So in this manner you can add any vendor type. Here you can see vendor type. Okay, and you can select any vendor name from here. So you can also select due date from here. Let's say it was today, and you can say over here you can select the paid date, paid by, an amount. So first let's create only the of the due date. Okay, so let's say if this was the due date and this was the amount to be paid, and since it's today, so let's say we paid it. Okay, so we paid it today. Who paid it is by me, so I'm adding my name. Okay, so I just added my name. Okay, so what I need to do is toggle this paid button on as well. Okay, what will this do is it will update the vendor balance as well. As you can see in the beverage, yeah, in the beverage you can see it's 700. Okay, so updated, and you can see this was the total contract amount, this was the paid amount, and this is the final amount remaining. And in this way this wedding budget planner sheet works. Okay, and now let's go nextly to the timeline and task sheet. So sometimes over here you might need to move this chart. I don't know why this chart comes to the that side again and again. So here yeah, we are in the task sheet now. And similarly in the task sheet, you can do is search by descriptions. Okay, and here you can see we have the table where you can enter is the deadline, event, task category, description, person in charge, priority, and status. And in the description you can see you can search, like you may have a lot of tasks. Okay, so like how will you search specific tasks? Then you can, what you can do is to search specific tasks, you can just add the task name over here. Let's say book photographer. Okay, so let's keep that in note, and just what we'll do is we'll add that book photographer over here. Let's only add book photo. Okay, and you can do is hit enter and do click on search. Okay, so wait for some moments, and you can see book photographer and videographer has come to the top, and similarly book and makeup, book and wedding. Okay, had come to the top, has come to the top. Okay, and you can also sort based on events. Okay, like you can sort it based on events. So it's like we can also sort, sorry, based on events, deadlines, task category, person in charge, priority, status as well. Okay, so let's sort it based on the deadlines. Okay, and in the deadline you can see you can sort it based on ascending or descending. So let's select ascending, click on sort, and you can see here the sheet has been updated based on ascending orders. Okay, you can do in this manner. Okay, and you can also select for the rest, like you can also select based on status, deadline, events, and this all. Okay, so you can sort it. Okay, so how will you add new tasks? Okay, so you just need to go over here in the dates. You just select the date for the task. You just select the you just select is the event. Okay, just select the event for the which event this task is. Just select the tax category. So let's say it's accommodations, and just give the descriptions. Let's say just give the descriptions, and also add the person responsible for it. Just select the person responsible for it, and select its priority. Is it low, moderate, or high? Okay, so and also status as well. So you can select the status over here. Let's say it's not started. Okay, and you can see over here in the chart, this chart belongs to the priority. You can see specifically for the priority, and this chart belongs to the status. You can see for the specific status. And now once you have completed, you can just click on completed, or if it's on progress you can click on in progress, or if it's on hold you can click on hold, and if it's on reschedule just you can click on reschedule, and if it is cancelled you can click on cancelled. Okay, so anything in that manner. And now we have completed is the task timeline and task sheet. Now let's go to the wedding party sheet, and in the wedding party sheet we have categorize it into the two segments, that is the bridesmaids and the groom's maids. And over here you can see firstly is the name, role, else order, escort, attire status, appointed, and task. So what you can do is you can add any names over here. You can also give the roles. You can add the else order. You can escort, you can add the escort. Okay, you can add the attire as well. So you can add the attire. My spellings might be wrong, so I'm so sorry for it. So and in the attire status as well you can select is the attire ready, not yet ordered, or ordered. Okay, so let's say it's not yet ordered, and have you appointed the persons or not? So you can select yes or no. Let's say we have selected it, and you can also add the task. Okay, so you can add a specific task you want and enter over there. So like you can toggle it on when it's ordered, you can toggle it on, and you can toggle it ready as well. Okay, so in this way this works. So similarly it's for the groom. You can add the name, add this specific roles. Okay, and this roles came from the setup sheet that I already said you, right? So let's go to setup. Let me show you once. Over here you can see the roles, and that specific roles came from over here. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, let's go back. Okay, we are back. Okay, so you can add roles, else order. Okay, and it's similar to it, similar to the bride. Okay, you can do that. Now after wedding party we have is itinerary. So in the itinerary sheet you can see firstly is the wedding date, wedding day, which day it is, and the weather, and weather will be available when it's around 7 days to the wedding. Okay, so since it's 3 months to the wedding, so yeah, presently weather is not available yet. So when it is 1 week, then the wedding date will be shown. Okay, so let's set up this. Let's show this as well. I'll show you this as well. So let's select this to the this to the January. Now let's go back to the itinerary once again. So please wait for a moment. Sorry, itinerary. Okay, whether it's still not available, I'll see into it. Okay, and you can see specific time as well, the present time you can see over here. And now if we move a little bit down in the itinerary sheet, we have time, events and activity, person in charge, locations, prepared, status, and note or changes. Okay, so you can add any time over here. So let's say we add time is in this manner. You can add time, you can add the event, you can add the person in charge. So you can add the person in charge, you can also add the location, you can also if it is prepared, you can just click on prepared, yes. Okay, if it is not, you can just toggle it off, and here you can add specific notes. Okay, and here you can add a status as well. So if it is not started, you can do that, and if it is in progress, you can also do that. If it is completed, then you can select it, and if it is cancelled, you can also select it. Okay, and this is all about the itinerary sheet. And if we move a little forward, then you can see is the packaging list, where we can enter is the for this is for specifically for the wedding weekend. Okay, so you can use it for anything else as well. So here you can see is the item, person in charge, and status. So you can add the item over here or in the top. Okay, so wherever you want, you can enter the item. You can select the person in charge, you can select the person in charge, you can toggle it the status on and off, is the item ready or not, yes and no. Okay, so in this way you can move to the packaging list. Now finally we have is the calendar, and this is the beautiful calendar that we have created for it. So let's move to some other date firstly and see. Okay, from here you can see, enter the year. As you can see, you can enter the year, and from here you can enter the specific months as well. Okay, so let's first enter the year. In this way I selected this year, and you can see when I change the year, this calendar will also be updated automatically. And here you can see, select the month. Okay, once I select the month, and this will also be updated automatically. As you can see, it's automatically updated. And you can also see the task and the budget, that is the scheduled budget. Okay, so scheduled payment date will also be updated over to here. You can see from budget tracker, few information from budget tracker, few information from the task sheet. Okay, you can select any one of it. Okay, like here it's since it's here, you can select it, and this will take you to the specific task. Okay, here you can see it's highlighted this, so this is the specific task that it wants you to fulfill. Okay, so if you move a little bit down, you can see if they are for a specific date, if there is more than the 4 tasks, you can see it says more items. So what you need to do is go a little bit down, you can see more items on this month. Okay, you can see over the date, you can see specific task and the budget items. Okay, so you can just select any one of it and go over there and see the specific task. Okay, once again this move to the left, I don't know why this changes again and again. So and that's all about the calendar sheet, and you can change any month. Okay, so you can change any month and you can see the particular month's update. Okay, and lastly we have is the gift register, uh, and this as well, it moves to the right. I don't know why my sheets are moving to the right. And here lastly we have is the gift register tracker. Okay, so where you can see is the total guest, total gift, and the total cash. Okay, and here you can see the suite chart, that is distributions of gift and cash or known, and you can see you can did you send the thank you note or not. You can just see from here. And below we have is the table, that is name, gift category, amount, gift type, address, and thank you sent. So what you can do is you can add the name from here, and you can select the specific gift that they have brought. Okay, or cash they have brought, or known. Okay, you can select the known, you can select is gift, you can select is cash. Okay, so to deselect, just click on the right button, so it will deselect it. Okay, so you click on cash. Okay, so if they brought both cash and gift, you can select both. Here you can see the two right icons. Okay, so we have added both. Okay, so let's say we enter the amount of cash, what the item was. Let's say it's the home decor item. Okay, and where the person is from, you can enter the address. And did you send the thank you note? You can toggle it yes, and when you select it yes, you can see this will be dimmed, and when you select it off, and this will be highlighted. Okay, and that's the of the gift. And you can see total guest will be updated, total gift will be updated, total cash will also be updated based on your entries over here. And now finally let's go to the dashboard sheet. And in the dashboard sheet, on the top you can see is the bride name and the groom name, beautifully highlighted. On your left side you can see is the wedding budget. In just below it you can see is the wedding date, a beautiful calendar. You can also see is the total guest, invite sent, confirmed guest. Okay, and you can also see a beautiful card that you have added. And on the right hand side you can see is the budget vendor view, that is the chart. Okay, this chart is handled from the budget sheet. Okay, so whenever you change the budget sheet, this chart will be updated. So let's go to the budget sheet, let's change it once again, this chart. So let's click here, here, and do this. Okay, and you can see chart has been updated. And now let's go once again to the budget sheet, and you can see chart here too, it has been updated. Okay, and if you move a little bit down, you can see food and drinks as well, this chart over here for specific food and drinks. And you can also see for gift and cash as well here chart. Okay, and if you come a little bit up, once again let's talk about it. Yeah, you can also see is the task type as well. Okay, so total tasks. Okay, if you have any today's tasks, it will be highlighted over here. Presently we don't have any tasks, so it didn't came over here. So that particular task will also be arrived over here. Okay, if you have any outstanding tasks for today, that will come over here. And in this site you can see is the waiting to be seated. Okay, so this came from the sitting chart. Okay, so any person waiting to be seated will be highlighted over here, since here you can see and here you can see. Okay, so that person has come over here. And you can also see the graph for contract amount distribution, paid amount distributions, distributions of gift and cash and non budget remaining. You can see from here budget use, also you can see budget use and budget remaining, also you can see over here. Thank you sent, also you can see over here. And budget used on specific vendor and expense, also you can see over here. And now lastly is the contact sheet. Okay, in the contact sheet, once again you can see here, you can in the top you can see is the close contact informations. So you can add names, relations, contact information, one contact information to email and address of the person. Okay, such that you don't need to find the contact information again and again, or anyone who is managing your wedding, they too don't need to find the information again and again or call to you. Okay, to call back the specific person. So you can add the person's names over here, relations and contact information over here. And after that, if you move a little bit down, you can see is the vendor contact information as well. Okay, and this information will be updated automatically from the vendor management sheet. So here you can see is the vendor category, vendor name, contact number, email address, package name. Okay, so and also you can enter over here, you can see a small hand icon, so you can enter a second number as well. Okay, so rest do not please fill it, as this will be auto filled, so please do not touch any additional placeholders over here. Okay, so only enter if you have any second number over here. And this was all about the vendor management sheet, and sorry, this was all about the wedding planner sheet that we have created. And if you are interested in this sheet, you can check the description below and go to the Etsy and purchase it, the wedding planner sheet. And we are offering in the 75% discount as the new year arrivals. So please don't miss the chance and go over below. And this, since this is only limited for limited time frame, so please go below and check it out right away to not miss the discount period. And if you are liking such videos, so please hit a like button and subscribe buttons if you want more such video, and follow us. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. So thank you very much for watching, and this is Sarvam Rai from Designy signing off. Thank you very much.